Welcome back to RuskiWeldFab. Welcome back to this exciting Sunday update before the racing day. Tomorrow racing at Donington Park. It's round 6 of Time Attack Championship and the car is ready, and I think for once I'm slightly ahead of time. And by that I mean literally I'm not all working in the last minute. Saying that, I still have to do a few things, but nothing major. There is no rush fitting the gearbox back in or the engine or anything like that. There's been a few changes, updates, upgrades if you will, not worthy of separate videos apart from one. So I'm gonna run through them with you and we'll take it from there. First of all, what I did is I increased the rear width. It's always difficult to sort of predict how the car is going to behave after you do all of those upgrades. But to my feeling, I felt like the front was a little bit too wide and the rear was a little bit too narrow. So what I did, I had the 10mm spacers. So now the rear is 20mm overall wider. Also, to accommodate that, I had to space out the rear arches. They are 10mm out as well. And to close the gap, I've used this sort of rubber trim. I don't think it looks too bad. I'm gonna have to redo the whole rear quarter at a certain stage anyway, so I'm not too worried how it looks. There is no gap, so that's all good. Also, what I did is I decreased the camber. I think I had way too much. The car was slightly unpredictable in a straight line. It was really twitchy. It was almost like driving on the motorway in a really deep groove, if you know what I mean. So by looking at the tire, I mean, right now it's probably not the same because the car actually moved, but only 4/5 of the tire was sort of utilized when you're just rolling it. I know this is not really a fair example because obviously the whole point of camber is that in a corner you can really lean on the tire, but I felt like I didn't really need it before, and before I had only 2.1 camber and then I increased it for 3.5 to Alton Park. Did not like that. So now we're back into the middle ground, so I have decreased them to 2.6. I know some will say it's too little, but I want to try and it's fairly easy to change at the track. So we're still going to be running the same 275, 245 on the rear. Engine wise, I don't know if I've shown you this, but the engine mount, I've lightened it. Yeah, it was a little bit too heavy. If you remember from one of my previous videos, I did the gearbox mount before and now I did the engine mount, and I think I've lost around 800 grams from doing all of this stuff. I mean, gotta help, right? You start somewhere and then you just chip away slowly. A massive change, a massive change. You remember how my car was always running a little rich? Well, watch this. Welcome back to this place. Yes. Why is this car on the rollers? Let's find out. That's a good one. So you guys know that my car has been running really rich. And I have a pleasure to be on the JABBAsport Dyno cab. The man, I found ways to find a free slot to book me in. The man is really busy with Guru mapping and stuff like that. So he's gonna look at the map, do an initial couple of runs and see what's he doing on the roller. I've instructed him to not give me any more power because we don't really want any more power. Effectively, all we need to do is tweak the fueling table so it runs better. But he's the man, he can do whatever he wants with it if he thinks it's a good idea. So let's see.
It's almost an ignition. It's either blowing a spark out or
Blown as in killed it.
Just blowing the spark out. There's not enough spark energy there.
Ah, okay, you mean that?
Yeah. RPM. Increase the core charge time a bit, and that doesn't seem to make any difference there. Results are in. We gained a little bit more power and we got a lot more torque, which is scary but good. Yeah, Kevin took out about 10% of the petrol out of the whole fuel table, and it was running definitely rich. Now it runs absolutely sweet. There's a bit of a weird thing going on. You can't really see it here because we have few overlays. So above, let's say 6.8 thousand RPM, it almost like just wants to drop off without actually releasing the accelerator pedal. So we couldn't really figure out why it's doing that. Could be restriction, could be the VVT, could be something else. I mean, everything else sort of checks out. Weird, but it's not really a problem because I usually change at that position anyways. I'm not sure if this video is going to be a full-on video or I'll include it in one of the vlogs. So if you're seeing it, doesn't matter how you're seeing it. But yeah, I'm extremely happy. The car obviously survived, and Kevin said that it runs sweet. There is no sort of noticeable knock or anything like that. That the fueling is good, the temperature is good. So Nigel, if you're watching this one, what we did with the water sort of adjustments and tables and stuff like that, absolutely fine. I mean, obviously it's not sort of racing circuit conditions, but I think overall we've done maybe 20-25 runs, so it was like constantly. I'm pretty sure we've like finished the whole fuel tank. Yeah, fantastic. I'm really happy. So now Donington should be interesting. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, now I have push to pass button. Currently it's still the button on the dash. I will move it onto the steering wheel just so it's closer. Effectively what it does, you probably all know that I have the rotary dial that controls the boost. So the top position, number 11, goes to 24 psi, which is going to give us 437 bhp. I never use that setting. It's just a little bit too much in the corners. So I'm usually 2 clicks away from the top, which is around 380 horsepower. I found it's easier and I'm faster with less horsepower. I know. Weird, isn't it? But now I have push to pass button, so on the straights, if I'm in 4th gear or 5th gear, if I need that little bit extra, literally I just press it on the thing and it completely ignores the rotary switch and gives me all full boost, 24 psi, so effectively we'll go to 437 horse. So for the straights it should be absolutely fine, and obviously as soon as you release the button it goes back to the predetermined setting on the rotary switch, giving you whatever the 380 or 360 that I want. Yeah, I mean, I can't thank JABBAsport enough. I mean, they fitted me into a sort of tight deadline spot. Kevin, fantastic work. I wasn't expecting him to spend such a long time. I'm actually scared to look at the invoice. Literally, what time is it now? I can't even. Yeah, I think I got here at 9:30. It's 3 o'clock now, so he was in the car for good 4 or 5 hours, sort of tinkering. Yeah, Luke Schlivitz, my contact in Jabba, he is the one who sort of helped me book this slot. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. You've done an amazing job. So time now we need to sort of take this thing off the rollers, put it on a trailer, take it home. And Donington cannot wait for Donington. So yeah, JABBAsport, I cannot thank them enough, guys. Thank you for accommodating me. Kev, you're the man.
very happy with the figures and how the car behaved. And it's always a little bit sort of worry when you take a car to the dyno. You're like, oh, is it going to survive? Is it going to explode? Nothing. Perfect. Did not overheat, did not drop oil, just behaved itself. So Kev done a wonderful job. Cannot wait to race it, But like I mentioned before, now I have a party button. I made it latching. Nigel Pindewagen, he was the one who said make it latching. Originally I wanted to have it so you can sort of press and you go, and then as soon as you release, it goes back to whatever predetermined setting you have. But because I have my DRS on the right, and unfortunately I cannot use it for time attack, but I can use it for truck days or some other places, I can't really remove it from the right. So I put it on the left, and so I can change gears. It's going to be latching. So effectively that side of things is done. The car is running sweet. It starts well. The AFR is actually all under control, maybe slightly on the lean side. As in, I would probably prefer to go, but again, Kev said there is absolutely no need to go any richer. He's the man with all the experience, and the car sounds really good on the dyno, so we'll trust him with that. Another awesome upgrade. Can you see the difference? Yes, the boot is Kevlar. I've made a separate video. This is bigger one. So yeah, there's not gonna be a link because this video comes out before this one. But yeah, make sure to check it out. Yeah, saved another 4.5 kilos. Also, what I've done, I've lowered my diffuser. Before it had quite a bit of rake. The front was sort of pointing down, and then the rear. So what I did is I probably lowered a good inch on the rear. So now it's all level with the ground. I'm not sure what that's gonna do. Probably just sort of a visual one, but you always try to sort of achieve and improve. So effectively the car is ready to be put on the trailer because we are traveling with Rob in about 3-4 hours, and all I have left to do is apply some stickers that are provided by my favorite guys, Calci SSD. They do all of my graphics, all of my stickers, they do all of my merch. By the way, guys, if you want to support my channel, if you like what I do, you know how tough times are, why not buy a t-shirt? I'll leave a link in the description where you can buy it. It's really good quality, and this would mean that, well, this would mean the world to me. You guys will support me, and there'll be more RWFs walking around. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I modified the front bumper. Oh, I still need to put some stickers on it. Ah, damn it. Basically what I've done is, if you remember from previous video, the brake ducts, I couldn't take them in one part because they just got stuck. So I had to make them in 2 parts. And they were literally just stuck in with gaffer tape and a couple of rivets. But the plan was always to reinforce them and sort of mold them together. So what I did is literally just put multiple layers of dial-in on the inside. So it's all just sort of uniform, and I paint it all black. I don't know why I did that, but now the sort of the front sort of mouth portion is all black. Probably good idea to paint the intercooler, but I'm not going to do that. The car is done. The car is done. It has new coils. It has new spark plugs. It has been mapped. You've seen the figures. We are running, depending on the correction factors, 446 or 437, whichever there nearly makes no difference. Apply the stickers. Another one, Pure Motorsport, wonderful. Nick helps me a lot with advice, and obviously the parts. I'm running full front sort of suspension by Pure Motorsport, and a bunch of other parts like the brakes, the AP 5000Rs, absolutely amazing with Carbotech pads, just out of this world. The tubular wishbones, and then reinforcing bits and pieces, and obviously the breather plate. So yeah, Pure Motorsport goes somewhere here, because you see, I did this cover and now it covers the Motorsport, so I need to sort of either place that on top or give Nick a prime spot on the door. Anyways, guys, this thing is long enough. Hopefully the car will behave itself and we can show some pace at Donington Park. Love Donington Park. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video because it's easy for you and it goes a long way. Just go down into the comment section, leave anything you like. If you don't like this video, if you don't like what I do, just say you suck, boy. If you do, just put a thumbs up, a smiley face, or even, yeah. And don't forget, t-shirts, very nice, and that's the greatest support I can get from you. All the proceeds go straight into fuel additives, petrol, oils, brake pads, and all that good stuff. All right, guys, I will see you on the next one.